after that performance last week, Jesse. It'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, if you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Green. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry up. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, they understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Grace hit right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Pittsburgh doing the work with a fresh set of downs. They believe they can run right here. And he launches into the score. Touchdown! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes
the second quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting himself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The throw to the outside is complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. Next going for the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And that one did not work.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
He might want another play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by this defense. Just a short pickup.
I know, everyone's yelling, but you didn't get the first down. We need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he drops the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal. There he goes! He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Creates a little room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Grabbed behind the line, it's gone. A big play, gets it into cross territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 34.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. field. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He makes the catch. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. He's straight downfield. Touchdown! Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got toast on that one. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Preston.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when the defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on third down. Snag out of the air. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. The offense... calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks it in.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime.
On the double.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Unloads to the wideout. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got and cooking.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. That's caught. It's Robinson. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The Panthers headed quickly to the line. To the air. It's Holstein. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into
PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker, understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for room. It's Green. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the move at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off and does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Georgia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Holstein. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Hit right back to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for space. It's Green. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. The tag. Touchdown, Pitt. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to...
He's loose. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Got his man. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Touch pass on the run. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late, and to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. With the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on... The officials take a break to let him be checked out. The lost yardage leaves him with second and 11. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Grabbed in backfield and stopped. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Pitt pushing the pace. Back to pass on second breaks off the defender. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pick off. What a way to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. Ready his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. His man. Always got some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I want to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Missouri! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4 and 1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. His team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 21 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Definitely keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly deep downfield.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double cover. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build